Hi, my name is Maureen Murphy, and I'll be talking about arsenic today. Arsenic has been used for a variety of purposes throughout history. Perhaps the most well-known use was as rat poison. However, it was also used as pesticides or insecticides. For example, lead arsenate was applied widely to orchards throughout the United States until its use was banned in 1988. And prior to this, arsenic actually became popular as a homicidal agent because of its potency and discreetness. For example, from the time of the Roman Empire through the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, arsenic was frequently used among the ruling class to murder one another, earning it the name Poison of Kings and King of Poisons. And in addition to these detrimental uses, arsenic was also used for beneficial purposes such as medicinal uses, particularly in traditional Chinese and Indian medicine. Arsenic occurs in both organic and inorganic compounds. The organic compounds are typically non-toxic for human consumption, and the inorganic compounds are more harmful to human health. So both arsenite and arsenate occur frequently in the environment and are found in water, plants, and soil. Exposure to arsenic occurs widely throughout the world, and in this map you can see the red dots represent arsenic exposure related to mining. The green dots represent arsenic exposure in geothermal waters, and the orange areas represent arsenic-affected aquifers, which you can see there are some large affected areas in California, Mexico, Argentina, China, and India. In the past, exposure to arsenic was common in certain occupations, such as orchard workers, where arsenic-based pesticides were used widely, and in copper smelting and sulfide mining, where inhalation of arsenic in dust was common. However, arsenic-based pesticides have since been banned, and after arsenic was linked to lung cancer, occupational controls became more strict, so these risks have decreased. And today, the most common route of exposure to arsenic is through diet. And contamination of drinking water poses the most significant threat to human health today. However, food sources can also have significant levels of arsenic, but they typically contain organic arsenic, which has been labeled as non-toxic for human consumption. Because arsenic is below phosphorus on the periodic table, it shares many chemical properties, such as similar radius. They both have predominant oxidation states of +5, and they both form tetrahedral compounds, which is shown by this figure. So the phosphorus or the arsenic would be the green atom, and because of their similarities, arsenate can replace phosphate in chemical reactions, which, as I'll talk about later, can deplete cellular ATP. The adverse health effects of arsenic exposure are well known. So symptoms of acute arsenic poisoning include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, as well as irregular pulse, shock, paralysis, coma, and death. And Symptoms of chronic arsenic exposure include numbness, tingling, pain in the extremities, vascular disorders, and anemia, and also skin lesions, cardiovascular disease, neurological effects, diabetes, and cancer. There have been many proposed mechanisms for how arsenic causes adverse health effects. For example, interactions with sulfur may inhibit DNA repair, and arsenic can substitute for phosphate in several biochemical reactions, resulting in depleted ATP levels and cell death. Reactive oxygen species have been linked to oxidative DNA damage, and finally, genotoxicity. Arsenic is co-mutagenic, meaning it enhances the mutagenic effects of other substances, and it is also genotoxic, inducing effects including deletion mutations, oxidative DNA damage, DNA strand breaks, among others. There is a known link between arsenic and cancer, specifically cancer of the lung, bladder, skin, kidney, and liver, as well as potentially prostate. However, there's no clear established mechanism for causing the cancer. One proposed mechanism is the metabolism of DMAs, which stands for dimethyl arsenic acid, which is an organic form of arsenic. So the proposed mechanism is that the metabolism induces oxidative stress and results in cytotoxicity, initiating cellular proliferation and tumor development. However, nothing has been proven, so there is ongoing research to develop a stronger link between arsenic and cancer. In conclusion, arsenic is a very poisonous chemical that has been used throughout history for a wide variety of purposes, and today it represents a significant public health concern because of the groundwater contamination in many areas of the world. And more research is needed so that we can better understand the mechanism that causes arsenic toxicity and the link between arsenic and cancer. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.